What's up, everyone? What is up? What's up? Um, if you guys are bored, I'm bored. These are just some prompts, some maybe debate or conversation topics that we can have a conversation on, right? A back and forth, respectful back and forth on, right? If you guys are bored, nothing to do, let's have a conversation, right? Let's have a conversation. I'm always down to have a back and forth. I mean, we could talk about anything, but these are some topics. Right? These are some topics that we can talk about, that we could have maybe a respectful back and forth about. So, I might as well explain the topics, right? Explain the prompts that I have. Okay, so let's do it. Number one, right? Number one, could women be more violent than men? It's a little bit clickbaity, right? So I agree with that, right? I don't think in general women are more violent than men, but what I do believe, right? Or more violent than what society believes. I believe, okay, that for women to get past the whole are women violent is that women can manipulate. Women are better at manipulating. So in a lot of cases, not all, I'm not saying all, but I believe a lot of cases where, you know, you see, dude, what is up? It's rare for anyone to benefit from marriage in any quantifiable way, in my opinion. I mean, that's the thing where, okay, so this one, right? Number three, women benefit more from marriage than men. So let's say this, right? I'm not saying that both, I'm not saying either or benefit, right? But I'm saying if there's any benefits, right? If there's any benefits from marriage, okay, and by however quantifiable way you can do it, women would, because a benefit would be divorce. And again, it's balance of probability. Not all divorces end in men having to, lose half of their stuff. Not all marriages, not all divorces end with alimony, but the ones that do, well, that's a benefit, right? Women can leave a marriage and have the chance, have the ability to get half of his things, get alimony, get favorable child support. So that is a benefit of divorce, which you can only do if you get married. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, so that's what I'm saying, right? It's balance of, so on average, you know, if there's any benefit, well, women get the benefit, right? It's like men don't usually benefit from divorce. And in my opinion, I mean, I said this, right? I think men benefit from long-term committed relationships, not necessarily marriage, right? The contract of marriage. Zyrax, thank you for the love, right? I think women benefit more from marriage. It's not because of the marriage itself, it's because of the ability to divorce, right? So I could say men and women benefit kind of equally from marriage, but it's the ability to divorce. And you can only divorce if you've been married, right? So that's why I say, I'm not saying that, more, women benefit from marriage more than men, not the marriage itself. It's the divorce. That's the thing. And in my opinion, right, marriage, right, I think it's more of like a security contract for women, right? it gives them a bit more security. So I think that's, I don't think marriage gives men more of a security. So women are not, okay, Zyrax. So what I mean by number one, right? Yes, the first part is a bit clickbaity. I'll own to that, right? But I believe the second part, right? Or more violent than what society believes. Why do I say that? Why do I say that? Because that in a lot of cases, not all, but yes, marriage benefits women more. Yeah, I believe in a lot of cases. So a lot of times women aim men like a gun. So that's why I say, okay, women use men like a gun. So let's say hypothetically, a woman is having a disagreement with a guy, right? I had a video of a guy calling a woman a B word, right? Calling women a B word. So that woman went to her husband, told her husband that this man insulted her, disrespected her. So the husband, went and talked to the man. So essentially, she aimed her husband like a gun, right? She pointed her husband towards another man. I believe this happens a lot, right? I'm not giving, this is a theory. This is a theory I'm developing, theory that I have. I don't have any concrete statistics or studies to really base this on, but I think this is like proxy violence, right? It's proxy violence where a lot of times, right? If a man, and again, women can't really, hurt other men, not necessarily, right? I mean, women can't really control other men. So what women do is that, like I said, they will tell their brothers, their uncles, their cousins, their father, their man about another man. And she essentially point her man at another man, essentially using him like a gun, weaponizing men. I believe in a lot of cases where men end up, men get in fights, men end up in jail, men end up killed, is because of that, right? Because a woman is aiming a man at another man. This is, I guess you could call it, right? I mean, that is protecting in a way, but two things can be true at once, right? Two things can be true at once. I'm not saying that that's not protecting, but I'm saying that that can be construed as violence, right? She's essentially using that man, sicking that man on another man, right? Essentially, yes. I mean, her husband, her brother, her cousin, whatever, is protecting her, but she's also putting her husband in danger. Her husband could get beaten up, could get killed, get put in jail, right? So yes, her husband is protecting her, but is she protecting her husband? She's essentially using her husband like a weapon, shooting it at another man, aiming at another man. So that's what I mean. William, what is up? What is up? Here's your egg roll. I mean, here's the thing, right? If you think depending on the threat level, like I said, I have a video of a man calling another woman the B word, right? Calling another woman the B word. Well, her husband got mad at that, went to the other man. So that can turn into, they were getting mad at each other, right? Both men were getting mad, were getting heated. In some cases, it was just, the threat level was just, being insulted verbally, right? The threat level was just being insulted verbally. But again, you put your husband into a situation that gets emotional, right? Well, we know how when emotional situations, well, now they're both heated, right? Both men are heated. Both men could get in a fight, or maybe one man had a weapon of some form, could kill the other person, and then jail or death, right? That's the thing where we don't understand. So even a small threat level, when in an emotional situation, it can escalate. So essentially, yes, I can say that whole situation is contribute to her violent mindset, right? Her violent mindset. So although the two men added to the violent statistics, it is basically the source is that woman. So that's where I'm gathering, I create my theory from, right? That's where I create my theory from, that essentially women are more violent, right? But it's proxy violence. Yeah, I would never do that. That's so dumb. Only super low EQ women. would do that. I wouldn't disagree. But that's where I build my theory, right? Again, like I said, it's a theory. It's a theory I'm developing because I'm seeing it more and more. Right? I'm observing that kind of situation more and more, where I see it. Right? Women will sick other man on other men. Right? Like I said, they will tell their husband, tell their boyfriend, tell their brother, tell their cousin, tell their uncle, tell their father about a situation, even tell their son, right? Tell their family about another man. And guess what's going to happen? That man is now going to get angry and go attack or confront the other man. Well, now you're in a very high volatile emotional environment. Now two men are going to, something's going to happen, and then it could end up in, a fight, death, or jail. And essentially that statistics, right? The violence statistics, well, it adds on to men, but no one talks about the catalyst, right? The woman. Woman is the catalyst, right? She's sick, her man on another man. So that's why I have number one. Because I agree, right? The first one, yeah, women aren't more violent than men, but if we kind of change how we perceive violence or the enacting of violence, the statistics may be a little bit different, right? The statistics and studies may be a little bit different, where maybe women are just as or close to as violent as men. So that's where I get my kind of thought from. But what do you call that man that called a woman a B and stayed to argue or fight? Here's the thing, right? I would walk away. Okay? At the end of the day, you know that's not right, right? That he called her that, but he called her that. I always believe sticks and stones never breaks my bones. I mean, what is it? Sticks and stones will break my bones, but words will never hurt me, right? You got to walk away from that situation, right? You got to walk away, because honestly, that right there is honestly, a very volatile situation. Because it can go violent. So to be honest, to deal with strangers that call you name, I think that's too dangerous, in my opinion, right? So let's say a random stranger calls me a name, I'll walk away. Happy holiday. What is up, my brother? What is up? Oh, no, sister. Oh, what's up, my sister? I'm a woman, and in my experience, women are much more violent. And it's a huge misconception. The two most violent people I've known were both women. Okay, you know what? Another study, right? Lesbian relationships by per capita, right? Lesbian relationships per capita have the highest domestic abuse rates. I mean, come on. I mean, like, this is a thing where, lesbian relationships, right, per capita have the highest domestic abuse rates. So, yep. Amp tunes, being overly sensitive is not an asset. And that's the thing, women I think on average can be a bit more emotional than men, right? And here's the thing, right? A lot of women have the privilege that, they're not perceived as violent, or they're perceived as weak. So if they hit you, if they do some violent act, it will be ignored. No, see, you're correct, right? That don't mean heterosexual women. That's true. But I mean, like, is there a drastic difference between heterosexual women and lesbian women? Is there a drastic difference? That could be argued, right? That could be argued if there's a drastic difference between heterosexual women and lesbian women. It's only the sexual orientation that's different, not necessarily the personality or the mindset, right? So I've seen that statistics. I've seen many videos on here of them making videos about it as well. I have a few videos too. I have a few videos of women hitting men, no consequences whatsoever, right? Women, a lot of women they feel the entitlement to hit someone because they are perceived as weak. They're perceived as, that you shouldn't hit a woman, right? So they get entitled, right? They feel like they can touch or abuse someone else with no repercussions. Happy. I think violence stems from childhood neglect. I kind of think so too, right? You know, poor parenting, right? Poor parenting. Um, no, I agree. I'm not. See, I see, but that's the thing where you think that even if you're weaker, that doesn't mean that you have the right to hit someone, right? Even if you're weaker, okay, you don't have the right to hit someone. Now, here's the thing where that weaker thing is that you gotta think, right? If you stand there, even a weak person, right? If I stand here and let a weak person hit me, I can still get knocked out. I've seen it, right? I've seen women. Okay, okay. All right.
It's fine.
Thank you for charging.
No, I agree. You should keep your hands to yourself. I definitely agree. But that doesn't mean that a woman can't knock a man out, right? A woman, even if she's weaker, she could still knock a man out.
That's right. Avoid his conversation.
Do you want to cut down or you want to keep it?
Uh,
You don't have to. If you like your length.
I want to keep it, but I know last time she was like, "This can't be straight because of how my this is how my nails grow. Like it don't look like this."
I mean, it could be straight if I put a little bit more, but it will look a little different.
That's fine.
Okay. Don't underestimate a big back. I agree. Don't underestimate. Like, I'm not saying on average. Yes, on average, women aren't doing that, but I mean, women have the capability to do that, right? I've seen it. I've seen women knock men out before. So I'm not saying every woman is knocking men out.
It's okay. You got it? Okay. Thank you, right? What is it? What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Mẹ ơi! Run! Give her one. And a strap. The color? Yeah. Okay. Done. Girlfriend nha. So you want black pants, right? Yes. Nó về hỏi nào? Nó đi lấy tiền. Xong rồi là nó quay lại bảo là tao phải đi tìm mãi mới được cái ATM xong rồi không chỉ nó cho. It's all color in there. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's all different colors. So
Yes, I'm in a nail salon. I was bored. I wasn't. The stream was good. Xerox, you should have joined yesterday. You should have joined the stream yesterday. It would have been nice for you to, join the debate. We had a few women on, so it would have been interesting. Yes. I mean, yeah, I do nails. It's a job, so. I was just streaming because I was bored. It would have been fun if you joined, right? I think it would have been fun because I see a lot of emotions here, so I get it. People do get emotional.
what is your
I've seen fights. We've had a lot of fights before. And that's why it kind of gives me a little bit more credit to what what I'm talking about. Yes, a lot of anger. I've seen it. Oh yeah, you would have loved it. You would have loved, you know, you and oh, it would have been nice. You and Alan against everyone else. That would have been fun. Because the women that were on the stream, they agreed with me more. So it would have been fun with you you and Alan, and we could all have debated together or have a conversation to each other. That would have been fun. And that's the point, right? I think we will. I just want to have a fun conversation with each other, you know, maybe a little bit intellectual. So next week for sure, definitely. Why don't you do more? Because I don't have many. I don't have many viewers, right? I don't have many subscribers. So some nights if I have call-in shows, no one's gonna call in. So then it kind of derails my stream because I'm just standing there waiting for calls. So I mean, I do eventually want to do more, like more call-in shows, because I think that would be fun. I'm slowly trying to stream more too. So like I don't keep company with other. I hear that a lot, right? A lot of women don't have a lot of other female friends. I've never found a woman I can trust. I can understand that because women can strike you hard through emotion. But like I said, there are some amazing women out there. So I mean, I know a few. So I would never say all. I would never say all, but I know quite a few amazing women. That's because women have unrealistic expectations. I do believe that. Women do.
Okay. All your nails? Oh, okay, black. This is gonna be designed. Okay.
But that's the thing where it gets hard finding women that more logical than emotional.
Mm.
It's kind of funny. The women that I do talk to, they're more logical than they're emotional.
Yeah, but I gotta.
After her?
boo. How are you? Animal print. What kind of animal print that you need? Leopard?
Jewish. Dude, you don't talk to women. Quit playing. If you think so. If you think I don't talk to women, if you say so. I mean, like, I have 2 baby moms. I mean, like, it's not like I'm happy about it, so.
So you know the leopard is the base color is not black.
Well, yeah. What color is the base color?
Like you. And then the leopard we can do the black. Or brown, dark brown. That's how the leopard are. Yeah, if you want true color.
Yeah.
Pumpkin, dude, I'm a woman and I agree with most of the, if not all the things of these. My mom abuses my dad and it's generally a very unhappy person. That's the thing. A lot of women have stories. A pumpkin, that is awesome. I love it. I love it. I mean, like, we need more women like that. See that? Oh, Zyrex, that's not, until men do right by women, that will never happen. I see that. I think that's wrong. What do you mean by that? See, that's the thing where I think that's wrong. I think in general, men are doing right by women. I mean, literally, you're married. No, I do agree. The whole independent women thing, that's killing a lot of things. I love what Pumpkin is saying. It was funny. Yesterday, I'm pretty sure I had a woman that wanted to fight me yesterday, just because she got mad at the things I was saying. I agree, Joel. No accountability.
Look, I'm gonna hold my nose for this.
Yeah, I do believe feminism is
Yeah, I
ruining
hold
the
my
world.
nose for this.
Lynn, yes, we're back at it today. Just just having a fun, a fun, respectful conversation. Lynn, you got to join our live stream, right? You got to join the live stream, the call-in show. I would love to have a back and forth with you, right? You and Zurax, if you guys join the call-in, the panel show, I have every Wednesday, on every Wednesday, right? It's a call-in live-in show. I would love to debate you or have a conversation with you. I love to talk to people who disagree, right? Respectfully, respectfully. You don't have to cam up too. You don't have to cam up. Just mic up. That's it. Just have a mic, and we'll just have a respectful debate slash conversation. Yeah, my what's your opinion on abortion? I think that's stupid. I think that's harmful. Don't be having sex with a man you don't want to have kids with. Period. I think women aren't treating their body like temples anymore. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with killing, I don't agree with killing kids. I mean, like, seriously, don't if a man's not going to marry you, why would you even give him a child? And I think that's feminism for you. Like, I talk to a lot of young women, all of them are like doing situationships. I definitely think we should promote family unity again. My outward appearance, I'm Native American with hunter eyes and I wear a skirt, but personality-wise, I'm 88% masculine. Wow, that's a lot of masculinity. Well, then I think it'd be fun to have a debate with you. Right? Please join the call-in show when I do it.
Nó sơn màu vẽ màu trắng vẫn lý nó bảo là sơn màu đen vẽ khoan màu đen mà hả vẽ khoan màu đen vẽ đen.
I would definitely love to have a debate on masculinity in women right now.
Hello.
I mean, I think women that have a lot of masculine traits they've lost the plot. So to have a personality that's 80% masculine, Lynn, you're crazy. But that's why I'll be down to have a conversation.
Hello. Okay, so you want him on the 3:30. Okay, cool. See you.
And like, being like 40, a tomboy, that's fine. But I wouldn't even call that like heavy masculine, right?
Hello.
I think like hobbies and how you want to dress, it's different than personality or temperament or mindset, right?
If you want to nail, you can come like, let's say 3:30. Okay, so daughter and you, what they want to, so what they want.
I mean, there's a difference between a woman that, loves sports and a woman that don't mind punching a man. That's kind of different.
I mean, like, yeah, I can take, but if you gotta sit down and wait for a little bit because you shorthand a little bit to them, okay?
Illegal to hit a woman. Is there an illegal? Is that illegal? I don't think it's illegal to. It's just frowned upon. Ah, sweet 08, you agree. There's a lot of women that's agreeing. If you guys could, please subscribe. We'll have more interesting conversation. Oh yeah, it's illegal to hit any one particular person. Yeah, I'm not promoting hitting anyone. Thank you for subscribing.
Hello. Yeah, we at the level you see us at that level time. Yeah, we good. We good. Yeah.
Congratulations on losing 126 pounds. That's amazing.
Sleepy now. Got the itis.
That's an accomplishment.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Love you too. You welcome. All right. Got the itis.
All right, guys. Sorry, I cut it short. Gotta work. Gotta make my money. Sorry. But guys, please subscribe. We'll do other kind of live streams too. All right. You guys are amazing. Thank you for watching.